Come on down. You're the next contestant on Price is Right Wrestling. And we're just a few days away from the next premium live event, which will be taking place in your house. Your house specifically. Yes, you right there. So you better make sure that you have a lavish landscape so that every goddamn chair have a bunch of TVs hooked up and have a bunch of meat and cheese platters and a bunch of pizzas and whatever other food to entertain so many goddamn people that will be tuning in to watch it in your house. I'm John Renton with my NXT In Your House 2022 predictions. Let me know your predictions in the comments, please. I was originally going to human centipede this together with my NXT 2.0 review, but I decided that I wanted to say a few things about that episode and didn't want that to run too long, so here we go. 6 matches as of Wednesday morning. I didn't do this Tuesday night because now I work Tuesday and Wednesday nights because, honestly, NXT 2.0 isn't exactly worth tuning in for live, in my personal opinion. There's some good things, and then there's some bullshit. And then there's bullshit on top of bullshit. Some of that is going to be on this card. That being said, 6 matches doesn't really exactly feel like a takeover. Hey, they're not trying to run this in an 18,000 seat venue like they did for Stand and Deliver. Right, that on the day of, WrestleMania 38 Night 1, the most stupendous 2-night WrestleMania in history. Boy, I miss saying that. So, they just literally made one of the matches on NXT 2.0. And otherwise, I think it was going to be like 5 matches. They did move the Miss As If, a.k.a. Tiffany Stratton, a.k.a. this is every goddamn stereotype rolled into one, and Roxanne Perez to next week, which ought to be interesting. So, here are the matches. Tony D'Angelo, Stacks, and 2 Dimes. Yes, those are actual names on a wrestling program against Legoland Phantasm, Escobar, Wild, and Mendoza with Elektra Lopez. My goodness. The losing team joins the winning team's stable. Okay, this feud has done nothing for me, even though these guys are trying, these guys are talented. I have really cooled off on the Tony D'Angelo character. Escobar is very good in the ring. And anytime Elektra Lopez is at ringside, I'm in. I wish. Moving on. I think Tony and his goons will win. Not that I necessarily care, because none of this is going to mean anything. It's just going to lead to more bad vignettes, regardless of who wins, who loses. And then it's probably going to lead to Legoland Phantasm either earning their freedom or going to the main roster right after Money in the Bank. Watch that happen. Watch that happen, that they show up right after Money in the Bank. Elektra may need more time, but putting her in that group might actually help. Or they're going to hit row them and they're just going to release everybody, which would be goddamn bullshit. So, yeah, Tony and his goons. Grimes against Carmelo Hayes with Ricky Dicky Williams, NXT North American Championship. Grimes is going to go to the moon. And he's going to retain. Carmelo Hayes doesn't need to win the title back, and they are going to fast-track him. In fact, I would actually argue that they may fast-track him and have him be part of the Money in the Bank ladder match. And he will probably try to do that leg drop off the goddamn ladder and hurt himself badly, which I hope doesn't happen. But he's just that he's got to find another finisher. That his back is going to hate him on that. But Hayes is really good, and they have him primed for something big. Grimes is going to win. Obviously, he had just won the championship. I mean, they could hot potato it back, but it seems like they're going to have Hayes challenge for the NXT championship coming up soon. And then we get Pretty Deadly Glory. I don't care about their names. I don't care. Against the Creed brothers, Julius and Brutus. And it's for the NXT tag titles. If the Creed brothers lose, they're out of Diamond Mine. Well, I think they're going to be out of Diamond Mine. I think Pretty Deadly Glory is going to win. I mean, if the Creeds win, great. It's not that these guys can't work. It's just the Creeds should not be talking. Hide them and just have them do impactful shit. And Pretty Deadly Glory, I'm sorry, the look is ridiculous. It just is. So, but Pretty Deadly Glory will win. That being said, if the Creeds win, cool, I'm all for it. So, Toxic Attraction with the madness, and boy, this feud has been some badness. Gigi and JC Jane, my goodness. That isn't her actual name, but I will always have my goodness because she has my attention every time she's on screen. Mainly because she's fucking hilarious. So, they're taking on Caden Carter and Katana Chance. I am taking a chance on Toxic Attraction retaining the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships. I don't really care at this point. Nothing against, Toxic Attraction. Plenty against Katana, because she's a weirdo. But, she sounds like a goddamn cartoon mouse. And Caden is fine. It's just, I don't know. Toxic Attraction will win. I mean, they could just, have them lose the tag titles, but they just lost them to Dakota and Raquel and then won them back for no goddamn reason. But so I got Toxic Attraction winning. The reason I'm growing is Mandy Rose versus Wendy Choo Choo. NXT Women's Championship. I'm saying right now that even though Mandy's matches at times have been formulaic, Mandy has done her best being champion. If they ever lose to Wendy Choo, then you better get ready for the mother of all rages. Because if they are going to give that embarrassing bullshit gimmick a championship, then they might as well just shut the division down. Just shut the division down, put it on ice until the end of the year, bring it back in January, and just get rid of these bullshit gimmicks. I don't care how good she is in the ring. It's fucking embarrassing to watch. Mandy Rose better win, or I may just, skip over the NXT Women's Championship, title picture until that embarrassment, that catastrophic failure of fucking gimmick. Whoever came up with that idea from creative actually needs to be fired out of a cannon into the sun. Mandy Rose is going to win. Please, for the love of God, have Mandy Rose win and have an actual challenger that means something that isn't embarrassing to wrestling win. So Steiner takes on Joe Wayne Gacy for the NXT title, and if Steiner gets DQ'd, he will lose the title. Steiner's going to win. Do not give Joe Wayne Gacy the championship. His gimmick is too over the top, and it's ridiculous, and Steiner may be primed to come up after SummerSlam, but Joe Wayne Gacy ain't it. He ain't it. That's all I really got to say right there. So yeah, in a few days we get to find out if I go full-on rage or if I just say, yeah, that show happened. But we here at Price is Right Wrestling would like to remind you to control the pet population. Have your pet spayed or neutered. Bye, everybody.